Hey, Vinyl Community, Jeff here again. Just here to show a couple new things that came in recently. These are all sort of kind of tied to the Christmas situation. As I mentioned in a previous video, we did Christmas the first weekend of January due to my wife being out of town. Part of that was, of course, there were some gift cards involved and things along that line. And so I did place some orders on Amazon, mainly because of price drops. Again, there was one particular price drop, and then that caused me to dig a little deeper into my list and saw a couple other things that either had 20% coupon you could add to it on top of the fact that there was a price drop, or just a decent price drop in general. So I grabbed a couple things with some of the credit that I had. The first one that caught my eye that dropped down to the $20 range is the new one from Sir Dungle, Dark Parade. Somebody had recently said you need to make sure you check that out. I do have most of their previous stuff in some format. I don't think I have anything else on vinyl at this point. So I checked it out, and it's very much in line with a lot of their stuff. They've got that unique sound, the way the vocalist is, the way the tones are and everything. They tend to maintain that through most of their releases, and this is another one. And so I'd heard clips of it prior to buying it, and I thought, yeah, it's definitely on the list. This is what they call a fog, which is just kind of a marble, white and gray. I need to try to replace the sleeve, but I guess not. Insert. It is a gatefold, even though it's a single record. Whoops. There you go. Yeah. So I've been listening to this now for a couple of days in one format or another, and it is a very, very decent, very good album for their catalog. Again, if you're familiar with their material, this is going to be right in their same sweet spot. Kind of a doomy feel at times, but for the most part, they just got this unique sound. It's hard to me to put my finger on who they would even sound like. And then this one has been out a couple months, and it was definitely needing to get here. Ghost in the Ruins by Savatage. This is technically the last Savatage reissue. Well, this is a 1995 concert that was released after Chris Oliver passed away in 1993. So it's kind of like a tribute, one of his last shows, or just stuff of him live. Now, there was a live album in '94, live in Japan, which I think I've heard maybe is coming on vinyl, but I don't know. But this, was, I always looked at live in Japan because it used to be an import. It seemed like that was always more of a, I don't want to say unofficial, but I mean, we did get it in the U.S. I don't know. I'm assuming, if they put that out, that'll be it. That'll be everything, pretty much everything on vinyl, aside from some of the other unofficial, like Live Devastation and some of those. But that'll be it. All the studio albums and then the official live albums will have had the master treatment. Now, this one, these tend to be in all kinds of colors. This one is a cool orange and black. And they've got like I said, the treatment with the booklet that's got all kinds of news clips and photos and stuff like that. Not a whole lot to show. It's a double record set. It's a gatefold. It's just got some photos of Chris in between, and it's a great album and a great homage to Chris, who passed away in '93 from a car accident. So unexpectedly, of course, sad times. Band did go on and have continued on with some great stuff after this, but anyway, that is one of the last ones in the series of reissues to come out. And this one I've been watching, and when when it dropped down, I don't know if this was one with the coupon, but it dropped down pretty good. And that's the new reissue of the Purple Album by Whitesnake. And of course, maybe it makes sense why I was able to find a vinyl copy of the original 2015 Purple Album for a fairly decent price a couple months ago, because they obviously must have heard this was coming, I guess, and maybe they ditched their copy. And then I scooped it up thinking I had some major thing that I finally found after all these years, only to find that it's coming back out. Now, that makes me have an OG copy of the original mix. This is one of the remix, revisited, re-recorded some of it. So it's a great rendition. It's more up to date, but it was already 2015, so it wasn't like it was an ancient album that they reissued and revisited. So, but anyway, cool to have. Double record set. This one is a gold edition. Not a whole lot to see here. It's a gatefold and stuff, but It's just basically the new modern, Whitesnake Band re-recording a lot of the Deep Purple songs of David's era. So great songs, now updated with the great band, great new twist. The CD version of this has a concert too, which there was a live Purple album that came after this one. I have that on vinyl. I wonder if they're going to revisit that and remaster. Probably not much because it's a live album, but the CD deluxe edition does have the live tracks, which I assume is from that album, but I haven't stopped to really think about it. So there you go. New band, updated songs from his past in the Deep Purple era. Great stuff. And that's it for this one. Just all three of those dropped in price, and I had some credit, like I said, so I thought, well, let's scoop those up and make those Christmas Part 2 for some of the stuff that I have received at the same time. Anyway, that's it for this one. Thanks a lot for watching. Rock on and rock hard.